Hi, happy Monday everybody, and we are coming to you today with sort of a product spotlight and a product review on actually some Doodlebug washi tape. I don't know if there's anybody out there who doesn't know what washi tape is or isn't familiar with it, but it is actually decorative tape, and typically it's kind of a little bit transparent so you can see through it, and what's nice about it is it's a little bit removable so you can kind of put it down and pull it back up, but a lot of people use it on their scrapbook pages or cards or other DIY projects. So today we're actually going to be showcasing this card here, super cute birthday card that you can use, you know, for anybody on your birthday card list. And I'm just going to kind of go through the easy steps to putting this card together because it really is pretty simple. To do this, you're going to need some cardstock for the base and also for your accents. You're going to need some washi tape, some more cardstock for your banner here, some sort of stamp, or you can handwrite this. And then you're going to need some paper straws. I'm going to show you some examples of those. And then these we actually die cut. So if we are ready to get started, I'm going to set this aside and show you all the little steps to getting this done. So as you can see here on this block, I actually started putting down some of these washi tape strips. And basically I just set apart all the colors that I wanted to use. And with these washi tapes, they kind of just stick to themselves. And then here I'll show you. They're pretty thin, so you can actually rip them, you know, without needing a scissors. So all I did is I pulled off a little bit more than I needed to do the square. Did that, and then just kind of tear the edge. So I will continue to do that to finish up this card. And like I said, it's really pretty easy because you don't even need a scissors to do this part. And what's nice is you could do this in any colors, or you can mix and match your patterns of washi tape. And what's cool is Doodlebug actually carries several different kinds of patterns. And you get, like this particular set, you get all dots in the different colors. But they also do like stripes and plaids and things like that. So you can kind of, whatever your favorite pattern is, you can do it. And as you can see, it's pretty quick going. Doesn't take too long. And what you could do is actually make multiples so that you had them all set to send out when birthdays came around. That's what organized people do. And then when you get to the end, it gets a little bit tricky on the corners just because there's not very much space left over. But the nice part about washi tape is, like I said, it's kind of removable, so if it falls off, you can always just stick it right back on. Okay, so now you're probably like, well, what do I do? Because now it's stuck down to whatever surface you're working on. Well, what you're going to do is pull it up, and then I'm just going to use a standard pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut just the excess off right along the edges. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you can go back and clean it up later. Corners are usually the trickiest part just because there might not be very much space to stick on there. And there we go, just cutting off the edges there. And what you could also do if you have, you know, one of those personal paper trimmers like a Fiskars or whatever brand you have, you could just lay that right in that paper trimmer and trim the edges off that way too. It's just that the washi tape can get kind of sticky. And just one more side here. And there we go. We've got it mostly done. Then I'm just going to clean up the edges here a little bit. And what you can also do is on these corner pieces, instead of cutting it, you can always wrap it around the edges as well. There, I think that looks pretty darn good. And so for the card that we're doing, I did this on a little, just a cardstock white because I wanted the colors to really show through really nice on there. But I'm going to mat this with some black, so I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG gun, put some adhesive on there. And I have this mat all cut out for me, so I'll just center it on there, get that set down. And then we have a white cardstock base, and I pre-scored that, so that was nice and easy. And then we're just using this cute black and white polka dot for the background. I thought that was nice. It didn't draw away from the rainbow colors of that washi tape. So we're going to put some more tape on there. Again, center that. And then put this block down. And now on my sample, I did pop it up, and that's kind of up to you if you want to have, you know, a raised look or a flattened look. Sometimes when you mail them, the post office would prefer that you did the flatter look just because it doesn't go through their machines quite as well. And then, like I had said before, the candles are actually just one of these very trendy paper straws, and all you have to do is just cut this guy in thirds, and you'll actually cut it a little bit shorter than that unless you want a longer candle. But then once you cut it, you just kind of squash it down with your fingers so that it's not quite, oops, so it's not quite as three-dimensional, and that'll just be easier to glue it down as well. So I'll just scrunch those down. And one thing about using washi tape is a lot of times they're very slippery and kind of slick. And so getting whatever you're putting on top of it to stay down is a little bit tricky. And so what I used on the sample card is this Scotch tacky glue, and this worked really good. A liquid glue or from a glue gun would probably work as well, hot glue. But you just need something that's got a little tack to it so that it'll stick to the slippery surface. And so my little candles here, we just cut those on the Silhouette machine. And then we have the banner that we also cut on the Silhouette machine. And then we just have this cute little clear stamp that we used. And this we stamped using the Memento ink. So I'm not going to show you that because you can see it in the sample. But that's basically all there is to putting this card together. And I just think that washi tape background with the multiple colors is just so bright and fun. And you could send this to you know, any aged person. So that is this card. And I just want to talk about this Doodlebug tape a little bit more. Now, you saw these are all the colors that you get in this multi-pack. You also get some neutrals, which is really fun because these, you know, you can use it more for a masculine card if you have, you know, a dad or a brother, uncle, whatever. You know, these work great for the male type of cards. What I love about this Doodlebug tape is, like I said before, you get all the same pattern. So you have a nice variety of all the little dots. They come in this cute container. I mean, you could decorate this up. You could even hang it on a slapboard wall if you have one of those in your craft room. But each of these little rolls of tape comes with 12 yards on a roll. So just think how many cards you can get of all these colors. And even if you use it on scrapbook pages, you can get so much out of this set. We actually put the link right in the post here, and that'll take you to a site that we're affiliated with, and you can go ahead and shop all the different Doodlebug patterns that are available in these washi tape multi-packs. I really enjoyed using this Doodlebug tape, and one of the reasons is it's quite a bit thinner than a lot of the other washi tapes I've used, which works out really nice for cards. Very popular also is to use this type of tape for decorating planners and such, and so the thinner size works great for that as well. It sticks very well, which sometimes the washi tapes won't have too much tack to them, and so it's harder to use on projects, but these stick really nice. So definitely a great product from Doodlebug. And then I just wanted to show you, depending on what colors you used, you can buy decorative straws in just about any color palette that you wanted to. So, you know, if you have a boy birthday card that you want to do kind of some funky colors, neons with, you know, do that and buy some straws that way. Or if you wanted to make these into birthday invitations, I mean, how fun would that be? So you've always got lots of options with this very simple style card. The other projects that I just wanted to kind of show you guys today, this was the original card that I had made a while back using some washi tape I had in my personal stash. And then we got this Doodlebug tape, so I thought, oh, why not use that to make kind of a similar card? So those are those kind of side by side. As you can see, you can use this same layout of card to make, you know, a variety of different categories and themes of cards. And that's what's fun when you come across an idea that you like, to keep using it, because it makes things easier. The second card that I have here, we're doing the inking on the edges, but this here is just washi tape as well. And so you can use some of that baker's twine that's in your stash, and really all you're going to do is, if I can find the end here, is take that, you're going to put your baker's twine kind of where my finger is, and you know, instead of my finger you do that around the baker's twine, and then you would pop these two sides together and then just cut your flag in that, and that's what creates this border or this banner here. And that would be really fun on a scrapbook page too. I mean, you can make them in all different patterns and hang it across the top or the bottom or on the back side, and make it really fun. This last project that we have is, this is a 12 by 12 layout that I actually made with my niece, and this is just featuring a bunch of different colors of washi tape in my stash. And if I could show you guys my stash, you would probably think I was crazy, but I love washi tape, and so I keep them in glass jars all over my craft room. And I just picked out some bright fun colors, and as you can see, all I did was rip the edges. None of that cutting. I'm not too worried about how it looks. I just thought it looked kind of vintagey with the torn edges, and I just thought it turned out fun, you know, instead of using pattern paper, to use all that washi tape that I have in my stash, and I'm sure many of you have some in your stash too. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some washi tape projects today, and if you want to comment with things that you've done or